Welcome back with me, the Eskimo Writer, right here on Hot 91.9 and more of the best in South African music. It's time for our special feature now. It's called Band Stripped. And our special guest tonight is ThamiPhoenix, and she's joined us and she'll be playing a few songs and telling us the story behind her songs. This next few minutes, stay tuned because you're going to love this. Welcome to Hot 91.9 and welcome to the SA Music Box. Thanks for being our guest tonight.
Hi, how are you?
I'm very well, thank you. All chilled on this lovely evening. Thami, I've known you for a while and I know that you're a multi-instrumentalist. How many instruments do you play?
3. But I'm a bit rusty, to be fair. I think the computer kind of took over.
Oh, is it?
Yeah.
So computer is the main instrument now.
Now, right?
It's like that, but your musical ear remains, obviously. You're working on a new project, I believe.
Yes, I am.
Tell me a bit more about it.
Well, actually, as long as you've known me, I've been working on a project.
All right, okay, yeah.
From my previous name to now. And it's still continuing, not that project, but as under a new brand of ThamiPhoenix. And I'd have to say, now I'm just approaching the industry from a different angle, which is based on singles.
Yeah.
So I've had the great opportunity to work with El Tito, the rapper, and we released a single, and the video went out to MTV, which was pretty dope. And I've also just dropped my first video under ThamiPhoenix called Coffee. And that's made it to some Nigerian TV channels. We're blogging throughout the continent, just taking it one step at a time, because sometimes the process of doing an album without the investment can be quite challenging. It can be daunting, you know.
Listen, I think that's good advice. I think for anyone listening out there to go the singles route if you can't do the album route, because really everything is about MP3s and getting a song out is the first step, isn't it?
Right, right.
So you were speaking about Coffee, and I believe that's the first song you've chosen for us. Tell us a bit more about Coffee. What is the story behind the song?
It's a bit of a celebration of men.
Oh, nice.
Yeah, right?
Yeah.
Before I did this documentary about male rights and stuff, and because the system can be quite twisted in the sense that we don't check that men can be abused, for example.
Yeah.
And then also there have been some great men in history, and more so towards the demographic of the black race. Internationally, we find black men being arrested, being
prevailing stereotypes that
right. It's about coffee, right? So I like my man I like my coffee, strong and sweet.
Okay, with a bit of sugar, so
yeah,
lovely,
sweet too.
Okay, and when did you write Coffee?
I wrote it in 2018 around May. Yeah.
Lovely. So it's a freshly brewed pot of coffee.
Yeah, it is.
Very nice. Next up is ThamiPhoenix. She'll be performing Coffee right here on Hot 91.9 with the Eskimo Writer.
Daddy always told me, hustle life, now be beans if no know who you be. They gon' hold you, remote control you all for the love of money. Sometimes it goes slow. It's better to know than be made too foolish. Build your foundation, purpose and dedication. This book of life revelation. Follow your heart, for only you hold the key. 'Cause I'm like my man, I'm like my coffee. Ooh, true original, no copy. Ooh, baby girl, tell I want be. And 'cause you only live one life, or best you live it right. Yeah, ooh, na na na. Oh, 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 ooh, na na na. Ooh, na 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 na. Yeah, ooh, na na na. Yeah, yeah. Ooh, na na na. Oh, yeah. So reach your light. effort you hurt for them. Better respect your fellow man, 'cause all the money in the world can never ever bring them back. Never cheating, never kill a man. No, stay focused on your vision, keep your mind on track. There's many ways to make a dollar. The red tape, black suits, white collars. Still we a hustle for that guala. Between you and me ain't no promise of tomorrow. Run, they say, no, they cannot break us. Come, they say, where you wanna go take us. Better move from the claimers and the fakers. Don't worry about the haters. I say that's why I like my man like I like my coffee. Oh, true original, no copy. Oh, baby girl, tell I wanna be. 'Cause you only live one life, so best you live it right. Yeah, you only live one life, oh, best you live it right. Whoa, yeah, na. Na, yeah. They say you only live one life, so best you live it right. Only live one life, oh, best you live it right.
Thank you, Thami. That was wonderful. Now, when I first met you, you were known as Nancy Ninza, to be very specific. What prompted the name change to ThamiPhoenix?
Nancy G, just like, it wasn't really working. And I don't know if it was working, to be honest. You know, like, I think being in the media industry, you have to be more self-aware than what the media and the public has to say about you, because sometimes when it's quiet, it's really silent and you're not sure if you're progressing or not. So I just wanted to start with a fresh energy. Thami was a name that was actually a name given at birth by my grandmother, from the name Tamsanga, and it's in the language Siswati, and I'd never known that actually until I was 29.
Yeah, amazing reveals in your adulthood by your family.
Right, I'm like, where have you not been?
Yeah, I know. And then Phoenix also, I mean, I suppose Phoenix is, I would assume it's a metaphor for rising from the ashes and a new leaf.
Yeah, being born and reborn and dying and come back to life and, you know, all that sort of like crazy stuff.
Well, for what it's worth, I love the name ThamiPhoenix. Your next song that you chose is called I Know What I Like. Now tell us a bit more about this song.
I Know What I Like is, it's a little bit of a relationship song.
Yeah.
So I had this like thing where I had been through so many relationships and you know, young girl in the industry, everyone, like, not everybody, but some people want to date you and you're like, didn't work out.
Some people want to date you. I think the hit rate generally on that is pretty high.
Pretty high. It was terribly high to the point where I was like locked in the studio. And I'd realized that at some point I'd been listening to a lot of what I was being advised about my relationships. Yeah. And I realized, oh no, Nancy, it's time to grow up, really. It's time to know what you like. Yeah. Right.
I see it. So this is a coming of age song also. It's about spending the time in the industry, maturing in the industry, starting to understand its nuances, and I suppose growing into your own skin.
Yeah. And you know, like, when you're naive and vulnerable, some people are really well versed in tapping into your vulnerability. Yeah. You know, like when you're looking for love, it's like, oh, what kind of love are you really looking for? And the song talks about like romantic love, you know, like really emphasizing on the fact that let's have fun with this. Let's just enjoy that because I know what I like.
Very, very cool. Well, next up we have ThamiPhoenix with I Know What I Like.
Sure, I've been in love before. Yeah. Texas, fam. That ain't what I came here for. Ooh. No, I don't think the DJ cares. He just steady jammy play my favorite song. And I know that it won't be long. Oh, so you're telling me that you wanna take me home. Gotta farm out in the hood. Need a brother, keep it real. I'm just saying how I deal. I'm just saying how I feel. How about we get lost in the moment? How about we keep it real, son? How about we get lost in the moment? How about we can have some real fun? I know what I like. I know I don't mind. I'm feeling your vibe, feeling you right. I'm just being honest. I was being modest. Let's just have some fun with it tonight. Said I know what I like and I know what I want to see. And if you weren't my time, do you think we'd be talking? Yeah. It's the first night, I ain't trying to block you, but to be honest, I just like taking walks here. I just like taking walks, yeah. Ooh, let's sit back and just talk, get to know each other better. Maybe you write me a letter. We can do this thing together, cause I know what I like. I know I don't mind. I'm feeling your vibe, feeling you right. I'm just being honest. I was being modest. Let's just have some fun with it tonight. I know what I like. I know I don't mind. I'm feeling your vibe, feeling you right. I'm just being honest. I was being modest. Let's just have some fun with it here tonight.
And that was I Know What I Like by ThamiPhoenix right here on Hot 91.9 with the Eskimo Writer. Moving into the last part of our interview, Thami, tell me, so you play a couple different instruments. What's your favorite to play? Is it the guitar?
I actually really love playing the piano.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Do you find that you write on the piano more than you write on guitar?
Yeah, actually, yeah. I write differently as well.
Yeah.
Yeah, the guitar, obviously, like, it works with different shapes, and certain melodies, depending on how much you really know about the guitar. So I was never like really classically trained. So I'm not like, like Steve Vai. I'm not gonna like all over the place.
Well, I suppose not many people are like Steve Vai, but you got to start somewhere.
Yeah. And the piano, like, because of its layout, is almost primal in a way. It's like a xylophone. Yeah. It's got this like vibe about it that you can just hit a note and it's gonna come out. So,
absolutely. So, I mean, this new album, I'm assuming you wrote most of these songs on piano and...
Yeah, I got the good fortune of working with a really musical producer.
Yeah.
And he's more into like the R&B, soul genre.
What is his name?
Oh, yeah, his name is Taffy the Don.
Taffy the Don.
Yeah.
That sounds like a animated cartoon character. It sounds very, very... I mean it in a good way, obviously, but it sounds very cool.
He's a bit animated.
Yeah. And I'm assuming he's based in Johannesburg also.
Yeah, he's from Soweto.
Lovely.
In Shawelo. There's such a vibrant energy there in terms of talent. A lot of musicians come from Soweto that we know of. So,
do you find that when you're writing and recording, where you write and where you record, in some ways helps to encapsulate the spirit of the songs you're recording?
definitely. I'm just a conduit for like energy. So when it comes to my environment and stuff like that, it's quite important for me to be in a good space. Soweto was a very how can I put it? It's like you're hungry for it, because in a way you know how amazing life can be, and Soweto is like it's like a suburb. It's beautiful, and you've got this humanitarian energy where people are trying to get by, and they're trying to like deal with whatever they're dealing with, living in small houses and using public transport, and all the social issues, like there's alcoholism, there's drug abuse, there's so many issues.
The general hustle and bustle of life, you can feel it.
Yeah.
I grew up in the southwest as well, further south from Soweto, in a little town called Anasia South. That's where I grew up, and a large part of my music influence I found came from being and growing up in the small town with these big open spaces around us also. So I can sort of relate to that, and I think a lot of people listening tonight, especially artists who are living in big cities or small towns, those towns and cities help shape who these artists become.
Absolutely. Since I moved to Johannesburg at some point in the city, and I couldn't write for a really long time, like for 2 or 3 months.
All that concrete and all those blocks.
Crazy. All I could hear was taxi hooting. It was like, oh, please stop.
All right, Nancy, we go to your third song now. It's called Love for Nothing. And, given the theme of love in the previous one, what is the theme in this one?
This theme speaks more to what's called agape love, which is like a unconditional love that, depending on what religion you call your God, he, she, it feeds you. And it's almost like a self-love. Yeah. And I experienced that when like I went to Soweto, in a way that people they just were like, wow, they were just happy to meet me. Whereas like in certain environments, I was like, oh, okay, I don't have as much money as you do. It gets really weird sometimes,
So less materialistic and a more self-awareness and
human,
type of love.
Like humane.
I've never heard that phrase before, so it's something new that I've learned tonight.
Oh, agape?
Yeah, I've never heard the phrase before.
Philosophy.
Yeah. Nancy, thank you. Next up, you're gonna hear Nancy with Love for Nothing.
Looking out through my window, wondering if you look back, looking over my shoulder. If you notice just how much I'm holding back, first cut is the deepest, first kiss is the sweetest, and I'll make you my favorite secret, 'cause I'm falling and it runs deep. Let the love flow straight through me. Yeah, I'm falling and it runs deep. Let the love flow straight through me. 'Cause you gave me love for nothing, love for nothing. You gave me love for nothing, oh, love for nothing. You gave me love for nothing, love for nothing. You gave me love for nothing, oh, love for nothing. I lift my hands to you, open my mind, open my heart to receive what is good, oh, 'cause I have seen love with my own eyes, and surely man has seen the signs for all his suffering. You comfort me and hear me sing, oh, this love you almost worthy, in a world where I was told I don't deserve it. Take my love away and take away my hurt, even the magic couldn't save me from this verdict. You without sin cast the first stone. No one really knows quite what they got till it's gone. I wonder if you'd return to me as infinite souls. I look to the future 'cause I'm ready to move on. It runs deep. Let the love flow straight through me, 'cause I'm falling. It runs deep. Let the love flow straight through me, 'cause you gave me love for nothing, oh, love for nothing. gave me love for nothing. Love for nothing.
And that brings us to the end of Band Stripped, our weekly feature where we feature an artist or a band unplugged here in the studio. You're with me, the Eskimo Writer, on Hot 91.9. Thami, thank you so much for being on the show with us and for sharing your amazing music.
Thank you. Thanks for having me.
And if people want to find you, where can they find you?
I'm on social media under ThamiPhoenix.
Yep.
That's ThamiPhoenix.
Lovely. That was solid. Facebook, Instagram, Twitter, you're on all the platforms?
Yep, all the same.
Fantastic. And I suppose if people want to find out where you're gigging, they can go into social media and find it there.
Yes, that's correct.
Fantastic. Well, I hope you enjoy your Sunday, the rest of what's left of Sunday now that it's quite late. But thank you for being with us. You've been a wonderful, wonderful treasure to have on the show.
Bless you. Thank you so much for having me.
Thanks, Nancy. Don't forget you can catch all of this on the YouTube and Facebook page, and you can share it, like it. And if you have demos, you can send your demos in to demo@hot919.co.za. We'll see you later.